All as well. This is Chris with That Square Sports Podcast, and of course, I'm here to talk about your Chicago Bears. The Bears, bear down, monsters of the Midway. They ain't been the monsters of the Midway in a while, but I will say that this offseason has been phenomenal. I mean, you guys already know about the people that you've had added to your team with Keenan Allen, then having DJ Moore already there. Clement, Everett, and then of course drafting the quarterback, of course, to make it all worthwhile. Your boy Caleb Williams with Swift, other guys as well too. I'm missing a guy. No, I'm not. Rome Odunze, the X Factor. The reason why I was like, okay, I see what they're doing over there, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Defensively, there's a guy that you guys drafted in the third round that I'm in love with. His Booker out of Kansas. I really think he's going to complement Montez Sweat on the opposite side on that defensive line. It's going to be fun to kind of watch how this goes. It's just your division is super stacked. But let's talk about the OTAs. Let's go ahead and dive into that. You know about the offseason. Let's talk about the OTAs. That's what we came for. I know Caleb Williams had a bit of a scare type practice. Relax, guys. He didn't get benched. Kill the rumors. He's a rookie. What do you expect? In the fourth largest city in the United States. Wait a second, it's in New York, LA, Chicago, Houston. Number 3 largest city in the United States. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying straight up, Caleb Williams has some huge shoes that he has to fill. Obviously being the number 1 overall pick. All the expectations being Pat Mahomes, so on and so forth. The second coming of Andrew Luck. I get it. I understand. I'm 100% there. The thing is, though, when the boy's on, the boy's on. And the rest of the practice, he looked like he got it together once he understood a couple of interceptions, a couple of incompletions. I get it. I understand. Outside of that, the kid looks like he's somewhat easing into this process of being the man in Chicago at quarterback. He has to be. I know that's kind of the only option there, but you can tell when a player's not ready, Josh Rosen, or you can tell when a player's not ready. Think of another trash quarterback. There's so many to go around. Zach Wilson, so on and so forth. Drew Lock. And what I'm saying is to you guys in Chicago, you guys are pretty much loaded, man. And, not everybody was there for the OTAs and stuff like that. But endearly, though, I will say this, respectfully, it didn't look like it was a bad practice. It looked like everybody seemed to be gelling. It looked like they were making stuff work. And I know we're going against Caspers and, of course, trash cans. And I don't really know, what is it, the coaching staff and practice squad with bucket hats on? That's a thing in the summer, believe it or not. These are things that I will say about this. It's not about, what's the word I'm looking for? Practice makes perfect. It's about the style. I know you can lift the weight, but it's how you lift the weight, right? It's more of technique versus just throwing it up, right? This is the thing that I'm talking about with the OTAs for the Chicago Bears. They were clearly one of the worst teams in the NFL, right? Just like the Carolina Panthers. They were blessed to actually have the first overall pick from Carolina. So it really worked out in their favor. I will add more to this as well. Repetition is key. So the more guys that show up for the OTAs, I understand it's walkthroughs. I understand it is what it is. But look, Matt Eberflus and the guys are going to have to get this ready to go because it is all pretty much on this guy, Matt Eberflus. He has got to make sure this works in Chicago because if it doesn't, I'm telling you, look at this entire roster stacked from head to toe when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Literally, I don't know the last time, I can't even remember the last time the Bears had a great offensive player, Devin Hester. And that's it for me. And I'm 31 years old. That's what I've seen in my lifetime. My mama knows who Walt Payton is, right? Sweet feet. And after that, the refrigerator. These are guys, these are anomalies, right? I don't want you guys to be like the Detroit people. By the way, I will be doing a Detroit video, so not too much on Detroit. But it's your time to shine, Chicago. What I'm saying is, though, pretty much in short, these OTAs really, I saw Caleb Williams easing into it. Yes, he had a rough go around. He didn't get benched. There was some rumors where he made some bad throws, a couple of interceptions, misreads, so on and so forth. But he's going to progress. Give it time, Chicago. Don't say the season is done and it's over with. Just relax. The kid is just going through what you call growing pains. Outside of that, every other position looks like it shall and will be fine. Just your division is hard. It's going to be a little bit more playing. It's not going to all gel in week 1, week 2, maybe not even until week 6. But I'm telling you, the NFL season is long. Pick what you need to pick and understand. Now, questions and Q&As for you guys real quick. I will say this. Who will obtain more sacks? Obviously, will it be between Montez Sweat or Austin Booker? Who knows? Who will have the most receiving yards on this in this offense? Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, or DJ Moore? You guys let me know in the comments who will be the more favorite tight end, Clement or Everett? Who will be the better running back, Swift or no boy? It's one of those things where who's going to help Caleb Williams, or who's going to be, Caleb Williams' go-to guy when all things fall apart. Some people say it's tight end. Some people say it's your number 2 wide receiver. Who knows? All I know is this. The Texans are going to win the Super Bowl next year. Yes, I'm talking about the Texans in the Chicago video. Relax. That's my team. But I want you to join this journey with us as we win. So go ahead and subscribe so I can tell you when you can be a part of this too. And occasionally I'll talk about everybody else in the NFL, all the other 32 teams. With that being said, peace.